top. We are made to be the one. It's always been like this since 1951. We can be together as one.
Made to be on top. We are made to be the one. There's no one else like this since 1951, but only Hcdc.
We are united and giving all the best we can, selfless serve leaders.
We are all happy and serving all the best we can, 'cause this is how it's done.
We are made to be on top. We are made to be the one. It's always been like this since 1951. We are made together as one.
We are made to be on top. We are made to be the one. There's no one else like this since 1951, but only Hcdc. It is you, it is me, only Hcdc. It is you, it is me. Only Hcdc. It is you, it is. We are made to be on top. We are made to be the one. It's always been like this since 1951. We are made together as one. Made to be on top. We are made to be the one. There's no one else like this since 1951. Only Hcdc. Hcdc. Only Hcdc. Only Hcdc. Only Hcdc. We are made to be on top. We are made to be the
Welcome to Still, a 3D virtual photograph exhibit by NMS 304 Digital Photography class. Still is a series of photographs capturing still moments of Filipino hard work, determination, and perseverance during the pandemic. Each photo tells a story of still, whether it's still as in literally static or still as in pursuing something in the present time. Now let's get to our photographs. A Still Sunrise by Christine Necesario. This photo captures the start of a new day. Still Standing by Glenn Balili. Despite the age and physical condition, he's still standing, ready to persevere and face the day. Still open for business. Due to the pandemic, this carinderia owner faces a slow business activity. Despite that, his carinderia is still open for business. Still Helping by Lorelai Buaya. This photo captures two church volunteers preparing food packs, still helping as much as they can. Still Working. This photo captures a PUV driver still working in order to fend for his family during the pandemic. Still Together by Alan Albiol. Despite their economic background and of course the pandemic, This couple is still together to persevere and face through all the trials and tribulations. Still determined. A local person with disability, still determined to roll his wheelchair through the streets and make it through today. A still livelihood. This fishball vendor relies on her livelihood even before the pandemic. Still connected. This street vendor checks on her phone, still connected to her love. Still walking. Still walking and peddling her brooms for sale, this lady perseveres even in the heat of the day. A still responsibility. A street sweeper still does her responsibility to ensure street cleanliness, pandemic or no pandemic. Still selling, still buying. This food vendor thrives in selling dried fish as street dwellers still buy his products. Still resourceful. This day is just another day for this resourceful junkyard junkie who is still resourceful even in the pandemic. Another still responsibility. A traffic enforcer who's still doing his job, his responsibility, no matter the weather or condition. Still a road ahead. A photo of cars heading towards one direction, the future. This symbolizes Filipinos heading for a new day, another day of trying to get by, another day of persevering. This final photo leads us to a still sunrise and the start of a new cycle of living, working hard, and persevering. And this has been Still, a 3D virtual photograph exhibit by NMS Reel 4 Digital Photography class.
Good morning, Holy Cross of Davao College, and good morning, everyone. Welcome again to this week's HCDC webinar series 2021. It's our day 4 of this week's webinar series, and we welcome everyone here present today, especially to the faculty members from the College of Humanities, Social Sciences, and Communication. Our topic for today, as we discuss about social media content writing. I know you are very excited for today's activity. And of course, we have also games prepared just for you. All right. Good morning. And to those who just came in, good morning sa inyo participants. And we would like to request all the participants, especially for you to be recognized, please comment down your full name and also the school that you represent. All right, for you to be acknowledged here. Comment down below sa ating chat box your full name and kung saan kayong school galing. All right, I know you are very busy. It's because it's Saturday today, it's a family day, and you have to spend your free time on doing what you like. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for spending your time with us here. And of course, as you know from tackling the challenge this year, the Holy Cross of Davao College is forming the leaders and innovators of tomorrow. by getting the students involved in these disciplines early. Thus, again, we welcome everyone to this webinar series. All right, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to another series of Holy Cross of Davao College Webinar Series 2021 as we promote every program's its best practices of each field. All right, again, my name is Jemima Kagoko, your Alumni Affairs Assistant, and together with me is our technical and promotions assistant all the way from Panabo City, work from home setup, Miss Rizzy Joyce Daog Daog. We are from the Center for Social Communications, Alumni and Linkages of Holy Cross of Davao College. All right, I will greet you all one by one po ha. Babasahin ko lang po yung mga comments niyo below after our opening remarks po. All right, to start, let us have a virtual atmosphere of respect and give a total reverence for our opening prayer.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty and ever-loving Father, our God of yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we praise your unending presence in the evangelizing journey of Holy Cross of Davao College. We glorify your name for bringing into reality the mission and commitment of the school to be your voice, your hands and feet that enrich and guide every young person entrusted to our care. We honor your name for all the wonderful things you have made for us and through us.
Thank you, loving Father, for all your guidance. Thank you for empowering us to be a part of the evangelizing mission of the Church. Thank you for blessing us with gifted administrators, dedicated faculty members, personnel, and students. Thank you for the growth of our institution, the number of our graduates who help us spread your word, and the humble contributions we all have generously offered to our community through all these years.
We ask for your mercy for the times we fell short of our mission and the grace to rise from them and to stand again with even stronger zeal. Help us transform our failings into lessons and learnings so that, gifted with your grace and abiding presence, we may all arise and lead our institution to greater heights in service and in giving.
Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior on the cross, who today conquered death by your resurrection, we entrust to you our loving arms, the future of Hcdc. Walk with us in our doubts and fears, and enlighten us as you did to your disciples at Emmaus, so that in all the challenges we face, we will see you walking along with us and enkindle the fire in our hearts to be ourselves the flame of hope for all we meet for years to come.
Among langit nun nga Birheng Inahan, o Santa Maria, nangamuyo kami sa imong inahanon nga paghigugma. Pinaagi sa imong panig-ignan ug pag-amuma, sa imong anak nga si Jesus kami mahigugma.
Uban kanimo kami nangamuyo sa gugma sa amahan kami mapuno. Sa ngalan ni Jesus kami nangalyupo, og sa Espiritu Santo kami nagaampo. Amen.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
My people will rise again. Someday, soon, somehow, somewhere down the way, my people will rise again. My people, we will rise again. We will learn to spread our wings and fly again, like an eagle to the distant dawn. We will rise again. No more hollow words, no more shallow lies. For tomorrow, we will rise again. No more shattered hopes, no more tattered lives. This time tomorrow, we will rise again. My people, we will rise again. We will learn to spread our wings and fly again, like an eagle to the distant dawn. From out the shackles of the past, we'll be flying free at last and rising with the morn. We will stand and we will rise again. Nothing, no one can take my dreams from me. I won't let them, I won't let them. No, I won't. For tomorrow, we will rise again. My people, we will rise again. We will learn to spread our wings and fly again, like an eagle to the distant dawn. From out the shadows of the past, we'll be flying freelance and rising with the morn. We will stand and we will rise again. My people, we will rise again.
Again, good morning, everyone. And to those who just joined in, once again, good morning and welcome to this week's HCDC webinar series, day 4. It's our fourth week, I guess, for this webinar series. And thank you for your active participation and also for your attendance. All right, so greetings. Good morning, ma'am. I'm Apple Joy Sakaon. Yes, I'm from Katiil. I came from Katiil Vocational High School. Welcome din kanimo, Apple Joy, and I hope you will enjoy today's episode po nato. Right, Raymark Salarda from University of Mindanao, Tagum. Welcome din kanimo and good morning, Sir Raymark Salarda, and all the way from University of Mindanao, ang atong silingan na school. Wow, it's good to hear na not only just the senior high school students from different schools na nagka-interest aning webinar series, but also to other schools as well. This is not only to promote our best practices and programs, but also to share our insights and knowledge. What's inside
what's inside every program of HCDC. All right. I guess he's a senior high school, no? Kay naamantay senior high school po sa University of Mindanao. All right. Good morning, Brian Latasa, Bachelor of Arts in Communication, Journalism, and Broadcasting from Holy Cross of Davao College. Our very own student. Good morning din kanimo, Sir Brian, and welcome to HCDC webinar series as we will be tackling about social media content writing. All right, na pa ba? Please don't hesitate. Please don't be shy to share us for you to be acknowledged also. Just comment down your full name and also the school that you represent. All right, so there you go. Now for us to formally start this activity, let's listen to Dr. Teresa P. Fabiania. She is our head for the academic affairs here in Holy Cross of Davao College.
My dear academic heads, faculty, guests, parents, students, and all spectators and everyone watching us online, I am pleased to welcome you to this Hcdc webinar series. The coronavirus pandemic has pushed many of us to review how we run our academic institution. This includes a shift from in-person meetings to video calls and conferences to keep faculty and students in touch to support one another through this challenging time. The pandemic experience had led us to an unexpected phenomenon, but technology makes the unexpected becomes expected. We also harness the power of video conferencing to showcase expertise and generate leads through webinars. As Holy Cross of Davao College celebrates its 70th year, as renewed, revitalized, restructured, and ready for the future, we intend to offer and enhance the students' skills and knowledge on their subject of interest. This year's webinar series offers a wide range of highly interactive sessions with esteemed lecturers and speakers to discuss relevant topics. This webinar will also allow students to gain new skills and knowledge that may be beneficial to augment or complement their main subject of study in the future. Lastly, this webinar will provide numerous opportunities for students to connect and interact with one another. Students, prepare yourself to be challenged, excited, and inspired. I wish you all the best for your webinar. Thank you and good day.
That's Dr. Teresa P. Fabiania, our HCDC head for academic affairs. Thank you so much, Dr. Fabiania, for that very inspiring message. Truly, as we face this pandemic, it is very hard, no? We have a lot of adjustments to do, and also, most especially to our education. Kay dili naman ta pa maka face-to-face as of this moment. So we tend to allow ourselves to indulge into modernization through digital equipments like cell phones, Zoom conferences, and the like. All right, napabatay participants na wala na recognize, please comment down your full name and also your school that you represent in. All right, for our house rules, before we start our webinar proper later on, so kindly turn off or switch your other gadgets to silent mode. Again, turn off or switch your other gadgets to silent mode. Kindly turn off your microphones during the webinar session. And if you have any questions, kindly click the raise hand button or direct message in the chat box. You may raise your questions after every discussion, and we encourage everyone to be participative during workshops and games. Of course, we do have a lot of games po na prepare for you, and also na po siya pa premyo. All right. Arise and Sing, the search for the next Davao City's Rising Star Senior High School Edition. Audition is ongoing. If you have a talent in singing, and of course you are a senior high school graduate, you may join our Arise and Sing. We will send the link here in the chat box po
for you to have the pre-registration. All right, webinar series is until July 10, 2021, and complete attendance for the webinar series may join the raffle game. We will post the mechanics for the raffle game sa ating official Facebook page. Please don't forget to like the official Facebook page of Holy Cross of Davao College. Refer attendees or friends for more webinar series. And if you can refer 5 friends or more, you'll get the HCDC goodies. What's inside the HCDC goodies? Nasa tote bag, tumbler, mousepad, and a notebook. All right, webinar is free, so please feel free to join and learn something. What's inside our school, our Holy Cross of Davao College? Early bird will get the HCDC goodies or gratitude kit. We will announce that one here sa ating chat box, so stay tuned. Win amazing prizes from our games, so join now. Again, as HCDC is celebrating its 70th founding anniversary this year, HCDC is now renewed, revitalized, restructured, and ready for the future. So enroll now and be a Holy Caution. Please don't forget to sign up our student portal, http://studentportal.hcdc.edu.ph. Again, student portal natin is http://studentportal.hcdc.edu.ph. Be a Holy Caution now. Alright, unsay tumong nato, guys, ngano na atay webinar series. This activity aims to exemplify student skills and acquired knowledge to producing relevant incoming students and to execute learning despite the pandemic. That is to prove that Holy Cross of Davao College do not allow the emergence of pandemic, of course, to hinder in our pursuit for excellence and extensive learning through webinar series. That's the main reason why HCDC is producing some webinar series, not only to promote programs, but also to promote what's inside unsa ang atong product. Not only we are producing quality Catholic education, but also graduates as well na maging successful in the future. So start your future with us. All right, there you go. For your information also, this is the 4th day of our 4-day webinar series this week, as we have the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, College of Humanities, Social Sciences and Communication, my apologies, for this week, presenting their programs offered. And not only this week, but also next week as well. So dili lang ni siya ang last day, so kita-kits gyapon ta until July 10. So please stay tuned again to our official Facebook page. Right. At this juncture, we have a presentation coming from our second year Bachelor of Arts in Communication student. Please, let's watch Miss Maribeth Adlawan.
I close my eyes and I can see the world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so go crazy. We can live in a world that we decide. Every night I lie in bed to write a stars fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we decide. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams, all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
May himig pa ako. Gulay man natin magkaiba.
Mga mata, kaya pilitin mong ikaw.
Be on our way.
Sa karon almost 1 year na gyud ang atong Medjame Regional TV. I am the co-host together with Argel Relator and Attorney Resi Rizada, and it's the first unified Mindanao-wide morning show nga na-launch sa GMA. Big challenge actually sa start, medyo lisod kayo since it's a morning show, and it's a 25-minute show, but since karon almost a year, hinahinay na naka-adjust na sa mga workflow, and medyo busy lang yun na yung mga deadlines to beat, and pero so far so good, and kuan lang, it's a very good experience kung sa amo na part, since actually it's my first time to be a TV host. It's pa mo background sa pagka TV host. So, nindot na experience, dagag learnings na hibalaan, dagag tao nga nakastorya, dagag feedbacks na maayo, dagantag mga nahatag na maayong mensahe po sa ato mga kapuso. So, nindot kasi nga opportunity, labi na nga karon in the midst yapon ta sa pandemic. So, ato ang ginapaning kamutan nga sa pagmata, pag-abri sa TV, 8 a.m., makita ninyo nga good vibes, maayo ang mga atong ginisgutan sa ato ang programa. Holy Cross of Davao College, actually, in the first place, aksidente lang ako ang pagkapili sa Hcdc as one of my college na school. Tungod po sa ako ang higala nga nag-eskwela hindi siya nag-enroll, and siyempre ako sunod po sa iya kay suod lagi nga amigo, and then pagtanaw na po sa mga courses na offered, actually sukad bata pa lang yun, pangandoy na po na ako yun na may mga reporter ana. So nakita na ako nga na Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication, talking about journalism, broadcasting, etc. etc. So nakita na ako nga nindot ni siya nga programa, so I grab it sa pag hinay sa pagtungha sa Hcdc. Nakita po na ako nga challenging, nindot kay siya nga training ground for our students, labi na katong gusto mag-into media. Ang inyong mga maagian sa eskwelahan, sa tungaan, kay magamit gid nimo isip pag maabot ka dito sa real world, kay pag nana ka sa real world, pinaspasay, practicalay, quick. one of the most unforgettable experiences sa Holy Cross as a student sa IB Mass Communication. Actually, favorite subject na ko, theater. Pag mag-isgot na taog teatro, di mo guni mo pagawas ang imong emotions, di mo ma-express imong kaugalingon. Kaya dati manimduman pa nako nga ang karaan ng Mass Communication Center pag mag-ambak-ambak ka sa classroom murag mahugno. Kaya karaan jud kaayo ang mga lamisa, karaan kaayo. Pero kato nahimo tong dalan pod na kini nga na baid mi na nakatisting mi og kanang dili sayon nga pagtungha kay pag-abot nimo sa real world dili gid siya sayon gyud. Sa ako karon dakong parte ang Holy Cross of Davao College labi na ang programa sa communication, mass communication sa pag-mold sa ako ang personality, sa ako ang skills, sa ako ang ako as a whole person. So sa akong 5 ka tuig nga pagstay sa Holy Cross of Davao College, di gid ako nakita, di ako nabaid, di ako na mold. So di gyud ang training ground, ang pundasyon sa ako ang pagka-host, TV anchor, correspondent, reporter, di agad nagsugod sa ka-importante nga kinahanglan nimo kuhaon ang two sides of the story, kinahanglan gyud nimo adtuon, kuhaon nimo ang side sa laing tao, labi na katong mga naagrabyado. Pero usa sa mga kini pagtudlo ni Ma'am Kat sa journalism, a very small detail na mali nimo, ma-publish nimo, ma-air nimo, it can change the story. So before you publish it, before you release it to the public, before you air it to the television, kinahanglan nga sakto gid ni mo gini ang nahitabo. It will affect your dignity as a journalist kay na labay na nimo nagawas na nimo so it can make or break someone. Pang mensahe pilion ninyo nga Holy Cross of Davao College is usagid ni pod sa mga tunghaan nga ako mismo personally na agyan ginako kung unsa ka hindot ang programa, unsa ka plastar ang programa, unsa ka sakto ang ginatudlo, dili sa panghambog kung tan-awon ninyo ang media industry sa Davao City. Sagad na mo kung inyong ipang background check mga produkto may sa Holy Cross of Davao College, mga dekalidad ay integridad nga mga tao, pulido gid ang produkto na gikan pod sa Hcdc. Never give up. Kinahanglan mo mag-communicate sa matag usa sa inyong grupo, inyong isugutan og tarong sa inyong mga ideas ug magsinabtan na ipirbe. Away ang inyong mahitabo.
Alright, thank you so much for sharing your talent for today, Miss Maribeth Adlawan, our second year of Bachelor of Arts in Communication student. Salamat sa imong maanindot nga tingog dinha, Maribeth. Wow, makawaw gyud no kay dili lang yun mga dekalidad nga mga estudyante ang naa dinhi sa Holy Cross but also mga talented as well. And also to Mr. Cyril Chavez, our alumnus here in Holy Cross of Davao College. Thank you for sharing your insights. We are very glad that you enjoyed your college life here in Holy Cross. And also you are now a very successful media practitioner. All right, thank you so much. Wow, lahi na gyud ang mascom sa Hcdc. Yes, Sir Brian, lahi na gyud. So enroll na gyud mo, and if you want to be a successful one, and please shape your future with us. So ready for the future, get a Holy Cross, now enroll now. http://studentportal.hcdc.edu.ph. All right, before anything else, we would like to acknowledge the presence of the program head for the Bachelor of Arts, Ma'am Rudeline Damarin. Good morning, ma'am, and thank you for being with us today. Salamat po sa support po ninyo, Ma'am Rudeline, and to the rest of the faculty sa Bachelor of Arts. Ma'am, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Salamat po, ma'am, sa pagtambong and of course for being with us here all throughout sa ating webinar series this week and also next week po. Salamat, ma'am. Alright, so there you go. Natay pa games, of course. I know you are very much excited with this one. So I hope you will participate sa ating games today before we start sa ating webinar proper, just for ice breaking para ma-refresh lang and also kanang ma-relax lang punta, no? Para mawala ang atong mga kakulba and everything else. All right. So, what's ang atong pa-games today? Very common, of course. Walay lain kundi ang Bring Me game, but na shy twist. Of course. Ang rule ani is review na ko tanan ha para makita. Kung unsa akong ginapangayo na item, it comes with a riddle. Dili na ko isulti kung unsa to siya na item, but kamo ang maghula kung unsa to na item. I have a riddle and you will identify or you will guess what it is, and if naana mo ato na item, you have to show it. Just open your cameras and show the item, okay? So again, dili ta mag-microphone on. Kami mag-identify kung kinsa ang first na maka-present sa item correctly. All right, so open your cameras, guys. Please don't be shy. And get ready sa atong Bring Me with a Twist game. All right. Again, ang sa gani ini Bring Me with a Twist game. So dili na ko ingon kung unsang item. I will not tell you what the item is, but kamo ang maghula kung unsa to. Okay. Kani kay atay mga several mga graduates from Bachelor of Arts Education and also students sa communication and also of course our participants from different schools. Ready na ba mo? I guess you are, of course. Just raise your thumbs up button dinhi sa reaction sa baba. Dira ninyo makita ang mga thumbs up button, clap, right, that raise hand. Okay, yes, nag-thumbs up button nag-thumbs up si Mr. Christler J. Linehan. All right. Again. So, ready na? First, Bring Me. Tayo kay me. It is your identification or your entry pass to any establishment. Again, it is your identification or your entry pass to any establishment. There you go, Miss Carol Faye Camposo. Congratulations. The correct answer is ID, our identification card. All right, the first one to guess kay si Miss Carol Faye. Congratulations. Usa gid pa premyo ani? 50 pesos cellphone load. Again, 50 pesos cellphone load. There you go. Kindly comment down your mobile number po, Miss Carol, sa ating chat box para mapaload na ang imuhang pa-premyo na 50 pesos load. Okay, next one. Uptik na guys. Paunahay ni siya ha. Kani kay, let's see kung kinsang yun ang uptik-uptik ani. This is where we know facts and current events, where we usually read what is happening in the international and or local settings. Its four basic function is to inform, entertain, to foster trade and commerce, and to educate readers. Is that? Wala, kinsa ni? Starts with letter N. Again, ang sige ito. This is where we know facts and current events, where we usually read what is happening in the international and locals. There you go again, si Miss Carol Faye. Abdika ni Miss Carol Faye. Uy, wow. The correct answer is newspaper. Okay, congratulations, Miss Carol Faye. Naka 100 na si Miss Carol Faye. Ang uban. Go, go, go ta guys. Participate ta. Dili lang ni mao nga to pa games, by the way. Napatay pa games sa sunod na mga series and later on. Okay. Sige. Last one. Last, Bring Me. Just show me the item ha. Pwede nyo dalaon yung camera or whatsoever sa item. Okay. It is a device that transmits information through visuals and sound that are reproduced on screens, chiefly used to broadcast programs for entertainment, information, and education. Dali! Unsa na? Wala! Unsa gani ni siya? Not correct, Miss Neil Trisha. Gusto ko specific one. It is a device that transmits information through visuals and sound that are reproduced on screens, chiefly used to broadcast programs for entertainment, information, and education. Starts with letter T. There you go, Sir James Bryan. Palihog ko paklaro kung sa tun item. Television. Yes, there you go. Television is the correct answer. Congratulations, Mr. James Bryan. Nadaog ka og 50 pesos cellphone load. Congratulations mo. Update kayo, no? Kanigid mga communication students nato, mga how nagid sila kung sa ni mga bagay-bagay sa mga mediums nato na ginagamit sa atong society. There you go. Salamat kaayo sa pag-participate. Thank you for participating today's game. I hope pag-enjoy mo o gusto mo more games? Gusto mo pa-games? I'd like to know. Oh, all right. Later on, natay mga pa-surpresa, of course. Dapat participate din mo, guys, kay para bibo-bibo ta. All right. Later on, let's see kung unsa pa ang ato ang maisip na games or during workshops very good. Okay, there you go. So aside from this, we also have another performance coming from our Bachelor of Arts in Communication students, 3rd year, Miss Andrea Madronial.
may himig pa ako. Gulay man natin magkaiba.
Kaya pilitin mong ikaw.
Be on our way.
Thank you so much, Miss Andrea Madronial, our Bachelor of Arts in Communication student, third year. She is now on her third year sa Bachelor of Arts in Communication. Salamat din na kanimo, Ma'am Andrea, and for sharing your talent, of course. Again, guys, if you have a talent in singing or a senior high school graduate mo na naamoy kailan na talent sa singing or kamo mismo na talent sa singing, please join our Arise and Sing, the search for the next Davao City's Rising Star Senior High School Edition. All right, edition is still ongoing. Unsa may papremyo ani Arise and Sing? 10,000 pesos cash sa makadaog. All right, there you go. So at this juncture, we will have our webinar proper. Okay. So excited na ba mo sa kung-unsang atong matun-an today? It's all about social media content writing. Our guest speaker or our resource speaker, his current job now is an editor and digital content head sa Sunstar Davao. He is also a delegate or fellow sa Philippine Youth Delegate to the Japan East Asia Network of Exchange Students and Youth, or Genesis. Last 2018, Youth Exchange for Media Industry. That was happened last November 24 to December 4, 2018. Also, an awardee of several media awards like Globe Media Excellence Awards, J. Burgos Jr., Biotech Journalism Awards for News and Feature category, and others. Presently taking up his Masters of Arts in Communication sa University of Mindanao, an Hcdc alumnus batch 2015, and of course, a product of Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communication. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my classmate. He was my classmate before sa college days from first year to fourth year. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our very talented, our very own Ace Junrel Perez. Good morning, Ace! And welcome to Hcdc Webinar Series 2021. Salamat sa pag-respond sa among invitation. Yun. I know very pinakalit lang yun ni, but thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ace. How are you?
Hello guys, good morning. Mayong buntag sa tanan. Thank you, Jem, no? And classmate mini Jem, no? Sa college, no, Mascom Holy Cross. So mayong buntag sa tanan, and thank you for the invitation, of course, no, sa gikan sa HCDC. It's an honor, no, to share my experience, my insights about social media content writing or content creation.
Yes, thank you so much, Ace. So Ace, I will give you the floor to discuss about today's topic po.
Okay, so thank you, Jem, again, no, and again, maayong buntag sa tanan, and I hope you're keeping safe, no, nakapamahaw na tanan, and you're ready na ba to learn. I don't know if something new, but to learn something about social media content writing or content creator. So again, I na-introduce na ko ni Jem, no, but I would like to share more about my work sa Sunstar. So I work sa Sunstar after graduation sa Holy Cross. So 2015, I started my journalistic career sa Sunstar Davao, and gikan 2015 antud karon, so napagyaman ko sa Sunstar as from business reporter to now content digital content head or social media strategy sa Sunstar Davao, and a lot more, no, hosting and daghan pang mga like multitasking ta sa ato ang work today. And I am very happy, no, to welcome you or to be with you today, and magstorya ta about social media. And first, medyo ano gid no, ano gid ni ang new normal na for webinars, no. Medyo awkward siya kay wala ko kabalo kung sa inyong response, kung na-happy ba mo pagkabalong ako yung speaker, kay kung naaboy matunan or dili. So I want you guys to interact, mag-interact no, and I will ask a question kung and answerin ninyo, ibutan ninyo yung answer sa ato ang private chat. So again po na hello po rin sa ato ang other students no, not just diri sa Holy Cross. So I saw na ay mga taga UM, na ay taga Katiil no, sa Davao Oriental, taga Davao Oriental pod ko sa Mati. So hello sa tanan. And yes, unsa inyohang ano guys, unsa inyohang favorite song? So kindly comment sa to ang chat no, and let's see kung unsa inyohang mga paboritong song. Para lang ano lang, para natin interaction no before ta maging serious sa to ang topic for today. Jem, unsa imong ano Jem, favorite song? Singer magyud si Jem. Dapat nag-ano ka Jem, dapat nag-ano ka. Hcdc adveritatem.
Hcdc adveritatem as per Ma'am Crazy Joyce daog. Wow, ka-loyal ani Ma'am Crazy.
Loyal kay si Crazy.
Again, unsa inyo ang favorite song,
favorite
guys?
song, ano guys? Go. Comment na mo kaulaw. Pwede
kaulaw.
Mga nursery song.
Yes, Make It With You daw as per James Brian Bandilio.
Kisa nagkanta ng Make It With You?
Ben and Ben? Ay, ambot lang. Oh yes, Ben and Ben, I think.
Ben and Ben ba?
Katong uso-uso.
Sample daw James, sample James so that ano.
Open your mic daw James, sample daw. Yes guys, mo kaulaw. Inani gid ni diri ko. Kumbaga pa sila ha, ang mascom dili lang artista dapat baga tagnawog. Joke. But yeah, it's true. You need to inverse yourself.
Para makabalo ko ba nga, I'm not talking to robots, I'm not talking to ano, so basin dito kung makaistorya na sa gisod. So ang dili pa robot si Holy Cross og si James.
O kita Ace. Of course, Ma'am Rodelin na adina sa yes,
hi ma'am, mayong buntag.
Nag-observe si Ma'am Rodelin sa ato. She's here with us. Okay, favorite song guys. Favorite song, go na. How deep is your love? Wow! Ma'am Rodelin Damerin. Nag-comment, how deep is your love?
Yung ano ni Ma'am Rodelin, ang song ni ano, very...
Sample daw, Ma'am.
Pag-oro man ang How Deep Is Your Love? Relatively new lang, no?
I think medyo old so I kanang mga 90s
16.
Remake na siya.
Remake to.
Na-remake siya recently lang. Okay, unsa pa? Di gid magsugod si Ace kung answer di ba ano.
Maabtan gyud tagalauna.
Hala ka. Sige na guys, go na mo. Isa gyud answer. Ikaw Ace, unsa imong favorite song Ace?
Nag-leave na sila kay ano, Your Love.
Your Love daw from Miss Applejoy.
Okay. Your Love.
Ikaw Ace, unsa imong favorite
song? All or
song?
Nothing. Una na sila. Ako sabi to, ako ang ano no.
All or Nothing. Yes.
Dili ko kay basin paanohon ko pa pasampolon.
Ay, singer pa ba yan ni si Ace Perez?
Pero wala lang nakasign og contract kay dili daw bang ay ano. Di daw mabaligya. Anyway, so thank you guys no. Yun after na lang sa discussion no kay I'm saving my voice. Wow. I kana si 8 Ballin. No ba title ato katong nag viral nga braces mo na si 8 Ballin, di ba? Ballin.
Yes, thank you so much guys for answering and ay mo kaula og comment down.
Yes, and patuloy lang ninyo og comment dira na we'll see later and si Ma'am Apple siya mag-sample ako later na lang ma'am no after the discussion so that kay gina-save na ko akong voice for the ato ang webinar for today. Okay, so thank you everyone. So dili day robot ako mga kaistorya no and it's good to know na you are here today. Gigahin ninyo ang inyong Sabado, Saturday morning for this webinar series no sa Holy Cross of Davao College, and I hope no you will learn a thing or two after my discussion. So let's start na. Ready na ba ang tanan? Okay, so I assume ready na no. Ako mag-assume na lang to ready na. Okay, so yes, social media content writing. So before I'll start now with how to write on social media, how to effectively create content for social media, especially for news writing or for news content creation, I'd like to share lang social media ethics, because I believe that it's important that before we venture, before we decide not to become content creators, to become we use social media for our work or personal, even personal affairs. No, it's important that we know, no, the by heart and by mind the ethics for social media in order to create a healthy online environment, no, para dili toxic ang ang online realm, ang social media space, because muna ang current dilemma, no, ang problem nowadays kay tungod a lot of social media users wala sila nagapamataka ra sila use for social media ba, and they are not becoming responsible netizens or social media users, and that's what we aim for, and that's our goal, no, aside from creating effective and effective content online. We also aim to become responsible netizens or social media users. So I'll share my screen. Okay, now I advance. Wait, hold on. Okay na siguro. Nakita na ninyo akong screen?
Yes, Ace, makita
Okay
siya.
naman. So, itong social media ethics. Again, so the reason why I share this before the discussion, yung unod jud, no, or the very meat of the discussion about content creation or writing or social media content writing or social media content creation, it's because kato we aim to be responsible. Before we become an effective content creators, we first should be responsible social media users. Okay, so first and also before kanisha, no, it's also inevitable na, and it's no denying na ang atong social media accounts, atong Facebook account, Twitter, Instagram is an extension of who we are, no, as a person. Yes, it's a personal space, no, but somehow, no, ang ato ang gina-share online, ato ang gina-post online sa ato ang Facebook account is an extension of who we are as a person, as an extension sa ato ang pagiging students, ato ang pagiging teachers, no, as professionals. So in a way, magdepende dito ang ato ang reputation, no, as an individual sa ato ang online footprints, kumbaga. So it's important that we are responsible, and we are mindful na sa ato ang mga gina-post, whatever we post online. So that's it. First is fact check your stories and sources. So this is very important, no, in using social media, and especially if if you decide to be a content creator, be factual and truthful to whatever content you put out there in the open, you put out in the on the social media, kay it reflects your credibility, no, your reputation as a content creator, as a writer, as a student also. So i-fact check jud siya, and this is also one way, no, of not contributing, no, to a bigger problem that is fake news or mga misinformation and disinformation. So this is very rampant, especially karon of a lot of individuals are very active online, and nag-share sila og content, no, without verifying it, for as long as believe sila atong content, or sa tan-aw nila na interesting siya or kaning engaging to na content, without knowing na dili dito siya tinuod, na it's not true, it's false, no, and you in a way nga mahimo na kang victim of misinformation and versus disinformation. So there's also a difference between the two, but that's another discussion, no. So kana always check your sources and stories that you post online. And then we have next, be polite and mindful. This is very important when we engage online kay mga, especially the younger generation, the Gen Z, the millennials, very they wanted to engage in an online discussion, no, mga conversations, the online discourse in whatever topic, no, may it be social issues, current issues, even mga showbiz news or showbiz happenings. So natay almost we have a say for almost everything, if not everything. So natay opinion sa tanang mga panghitabo sa atong palibot. And it's good, no, it's good that we have an opinion na atay thoughts about certain topics, about certain issues, because that means um we are thinking bodies, no, so nagaisip ta. But we have to make sure that whenever we comment on something online, no, sa social media, and dapat maging polite tayo and mindful of whatever we say, because in that way magiging healthy ang ato ang online environment. So dili kinahanglan namang basta, and kana ganing we go very low in expressing our opinion. So the key here really is to agree to disagree. If you think that yung opinion ng isa um, is not good, or dili ka agreeable sa iyahang opinion, and you can say that without being kaning disrespectful. So the key really is to be respectful, not to everyone, to treat every social media user, so mga netizens, na tao na sila. So they're humans, and they have feelings, they have naa sila ginapagdadaanan, and being polite and mindful in engaging online, no, it goes a long way. So it also parang it's also a reminder, no, to everyone kanang especially sa amua in Sunstar, na we are always told, no, by our mga EICs na mo, formers and current EICs and bosses, na Sunstar is our parang apelyido, no. So whatever amo ang comment online will reflect somehow sa amo ang media organization. As journalists, we strive not to become fair and objective in every issues, no, that we face. So kana always be mindful lang jud sa ato ang comments online, and in that way pud, no, maging we become parang solution na sa kaning ato ang always na aim to make our social media space, no, our online realm, uh, healthy and dili toxic, kay it can also affect our mental health, di ba? So daghan na kayong issues online. So do not add na sa noise online. So be polite and mindful. And if ever jud na dili ninyo ma-take ang opinion sa usa ka tawo, no, about a certain topic in ani, my advice really is not to comment diretso out of your kanang emotions, no. You can type kung unsa ang nasa imong mind, but don't click enter right away. So isipa sa if it's worth it, no, nga imuha jud nang i-put out na imuhang opinion about that. And kana always be respectful. You can disagree, no, to a lot of ideas and opinions sa ubang tao, but always remain to be respectful and polite sa imuhang way of engaging sa other netizens. Next is no to plagiarism and copyright issues, especially for content creators. Diba? It's always good na that we make our own content, original content na gikan din sa tua, that we create it, na ato ang gisulat, ato ang gi-edit yun ang video, and those videos na raw videos kay ato ang gi-take mismo. And if wala mo yung resources to do that, still pwede gyapon mo makakreate og content online, for as long as you observe proper attribution. So this is one way, no, of parang dili na ka maging victim of plagiarism, I mean dili ka makakommit of plagiarism and copyright issues. And also you have to familiarize yourself with the online community guidelines of every social media platform. Sa Facebook na siya kaugalingong community guidelines, di ba? And naa sa Twitter, na-upload sa Instagram and even TikTok. So naay mga rules set by the mga founders of the social media giants, no, in order to make ang atong social media space, ang online realm, um, healthy para sa tanan and beneficial para sa tanan. So kana always be kana no to plagiarism gyud, kay ulo kaayo na nga ma-plagiarize ka. And also I would like to go back dito sa pagiging polite, no. It's also your safeguard, no, sa mga cyber crimes like cyber libel and cyberbullying. So it's important, no, nga mahibal-an ninyo na even if we have this power, no, and we were given this right and privilege also to express our opinions, our creativity online, to express our thoughts freely, you have to understand that it's not absolute. So the right of your right ends when the right of the others begin. So kailangan na ninyo isa puso, no, isa isip na natay mga cyber libel crimes and cyber bullying, no, and plagiarism na pwede ninyo makommit if kanang magpadayon ta nga dili ta mag-observe aning mga social media ethics in doing our work as a content creator. So that's it actually for social media ethics. Medyo taas siya nahisgutan, but those three, no, ang important, no, especially for content creators to observe and practice in order para maging responsible netizens ta in engaging online. Okay, so okay pa ba ang tanan? Are you still following, no, with the discussion? So that's our social media ethics. Now let me share with you na ang atuang topic for today, which is ang social media content creation. Specifically, no, I'd like to share ang among best practices and how we do it sa Sunstar Davao. Okay, that's dito man ko work as a social media strategist. So I'd like to share lang amo ang mga unsa among ginahimo, no, in order to be relevant, no, stay relevant and maging active online. Okay, makita na ba ninyo ang ano? Makita ninyo ang ako ang presentation naman gapon, no? A digital newsroom.
Yes, Ace, makita siya.
Okay, go. So ayan, ito, content creation. So a digital newsroom. So ako ang i-share ang amo ang current situation sa Sunstar Davao, how we do it, no, how we produce news content and feature content, no, online, and paano na mo gi-transition, no, from a traditional newspaper, community newspaper, to now a content newspaper and a content provider or multi-platform provider sa Davao region. Okay, so before I will share, no, how to make it somehow big online. I have to share with you kung unsa ang current situation sa print media today, because sa wala pa kabalo sa uban, no, if you're not following Sunstar and if you're not familiar what is Sunstar Davao, who is Sunstar Davao. So it's a community newspaper, no, in Davao region. So nagsugod siya 1980, dili pa siya Sunstar Davao before. So it's called ang Periodiko Davao, and then gipalit siya sa Sunstar Company. And nag-start yun ang Sunstar Davao kana nga in 1995. So kaedad mi ni Sunstar. And yun, for the situation today, so there's really a drop in circulation, and it's true not only to Sunster Davao but to all newspapers worldwide. So national dailies, mga Philstar, Inquirer, Manila Bulletin, and other locals here in the in Davao City, no, Mindanao Times and others, naagyo'y drop in circulation, and it's also true to international newspapers, the New York Times and so on. And there's really a drop in circulation because of the drastic change in the media landscape brought by the internet and social media particularly. So there's a difference with internet and social media, and I know that you know it. And kato pag sulod yun sa social media, grabe ang change, no, ang evolution, ang pag-evolve, no, sa media landscape. And I happened to witness that in 2015, because before 2015 dili pa gyud kaayo siguro during college nato gem, no, wala pa gyud kaayo social media na Facebook, but it's not as widely used nung kada adlaw gyud nato ginagamit ang social media platforms, especially Facebook. So sa una nagapost lang ta og mga photos, personal lang gyud always, wala pa kay businesses didto, wala pa kay didto ang mga news organizations, no, and tanan ang almost all industries in our community. So murag kuan lang siya na Facebook for to connect, no, with your family, friends, look friends online. So anak pa lang siya before, but after siguro mga 2014, 2015 onwards, dito yun na nagsugod na nim parang naging part na gyud ang social media sa everyday life of people, no, of Filipinos. So yeah, there's a drop in circulation and digital affecting the reading behavior of public. So a lot of us now, I know kamo, especially sa mga bata, no, nga you don't buy newspaper, no, and buy like hard copy gyud sa newspaper every day. Siguro inyong parents or inyong grandparents, but kung kamo mismo, I don't know, siguro gamay na lang gyud kaayo, but mostly, no, you access information online. So you open your Facebook account, you open your Twitter, and see what's happening in our world, in our community. And even gani dili na kay naga TV, because nanatanan pod, no, ang katong mga TV companies na pod sila online. So might as well ang thinking gyud, no, ang behavior of the people now is really check online first, kung unsa ang mga panghitabo, and then siguro secondary ng uban. But that's not true siguro to everyone, but what I'm saying is most, no, sa population, and it is backed with statistics na almost siguro 70 or to 50 to 70%, no, sa population worldwide is accessing news, no, or content online na good first than radio, than TV, than print. And now instead but despite this reality, sad reality, with a drop of circulation and reading behavior of the public affected by the digital disruption, uh, the one constant, no, and nag-remain siya nga reality is people still want good content, and that's where we 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 find ourselves, no, to keep going to. That's where we come in gihapon, no, as media companies, no, as content creators na still bisan pag wala na kasi nagapalit og newspaper, wala na sila kayo nagatanaw og TV, wala nagapaminaw og radyo, always na sila online sa social media, still the crave, no, and the hunger of people for good content, for quality stories remains. So that's where we find our relevance. So instead of seeing that sad reality about drop in circulation and change of reading behavior of the population, of the greater population, instead of seeing it as a doomsday scenario specifically for print, we look at it as an opportunity to evolve and be more. And true enough, no, kung katong print ang capacity nor our scope of influence, our reach is only within Davao region, within the circulation, or within or some parts in Mindanao and heavily on the in Davao region. Dira lang gyud ang amuang influence or ang amuang reach kay dira lang ga circulate ang among paper. But with social media, the good thing is we were able to expand that reach. We were able to reach as far as other countries and nationwide, no. So we, of course, still the bulk of our followers and readers and amo ang nag-like sa among page really sa Mindanao gihapon and Davao region particularly, but naay percentage na no nan kika na sa other towns and cities in the country and other countries as well, so mga OFW, so we were able to reach them. And that's the good side no of the digital disruption. So we were able to expand and be more and reach as much tao, no, that because that's our aim really, to inform, educate, influence, and call people into action, more and more people into action. So kana ang good side with the digital disruption. So we see the need not to evolve from a newspaper newsroom to a multi-platform newsroom. So when we say multi-platform, we do not just settle for our print product, no, our newspaper. Of course, naagya po may newspaper because that's really our main product, no. But aside from that, we strive to be active, no, as and create new content, no, every day in online. So that's why we call it multi-platform newsroom. So meron na tayong social media platforms and websites to back that. So kana that's it's still January pa, wala pa na ako na active pero inani ang current look no sa website sa Sansar Davao. So just a little trivia, Sansar Davao went online first, no, before nag-online ang other even national dailies. So pinakaunang website did for news really Sansar Davao, and until now ang Sansar Philippines no nga na website, it's still within naa siya always sa top 5 or top 10 na most visited news websites in the Philippines. According na siya sa study, I forgot the kinsa tong study no or research group, but yes, ang katong last year as of 2020, no. So isa ta sa first nga nag-went online. So that's our look sa website, and there's really a change in mindset because before, if we write no stories, if we report, always ang naa sa mind, especially katong ning sulod ko sa Sansar, is really for print. So mag-interview ko, mo attend press conferences, mag-interview og sources, and then cover events, no, and then write story and then file it for tomorrow's paper. But now there's a change in mindset that dili na kinahanglan maghulat for paper. So for paper, we put premium lang to kanang mas like more information, more details about a certain topic, about a certain story. Naa na siya sa print. But for breaking news, for kanang mga initial information that we feel and we think no nga kinahanglan mahibal-an dayon sa tao, then we break that online through our social media platforms. So we have this digital first mindset, and that's easier in Sansar Davao, no, and I think it's also a struggle to other media companies, specifically diri sa Davao region in Davao City, because siguro sa ilahang team, no, sa news team nila. But with Sansar Davao, because I don't know, pero pagkatong pagsulod pod na ako, no, medyo ang nagsulod pod sa Sansar Davao, mga bata pod sila na mga like new breeds of journalists, no, and siguro nakatabang pod siya, no, in our transition, because dali lang ang pag-adjust sa mga bago pa sa industriya than those katong na anad na sa traditional way. And change is really, di ba, something not easy. Change as in general is not easy. So di ba pag for example mag-change tag school or mag-change tag location sa tumbalay, maglisod magita, there's an adjustment period. So that's it. So with social media, no, and in creating content, writing stories, news, features, opinion pieces, and other contents like or other approaches like videos and photos and information graphics or infographics. uh, Kana siya, we took advantage of social media, and instead na mong masuko mi sa social media no, kay because before okay kaayo ang dagan with traditional newspaper, but with social media, another challenge na pod, another parang effort no for the team to parang uh, put our name in the parang online map no. So we take that as an advantage no in first gathering information. So before, kung wala pa social media, we always go to press conferences, check no, and book appointments to different government agencies to interview their leaders, and we always kanang physical you know, face to face ang interviews and gathering of information, gathering of news. But with the entry of social media, we were able to maximize it by, and we were able to get information online and make news or make content out of it. So easier na siya na siya advantage, but also this is also me saying na lahi gyapon tong face to face, because there are nuances, there are parang lahi gyud kung ma-feel nimo ang environment and ma-feel nimo and maka-istorya nimo one-on-one ang imong source than online no, and then through ano lang, through Zoom or through Facebook Live makita nimo ang press con or ang press briefing online, naagid siya difference. But it's also parang good na siya na practice no, because with the pagdating ng pandemic no, with the challenges brought by pandemic, ang pag-gather of information is easier for us na lang because we have been practicing it even before pandemic. And karon, because of the restrictions, because of the protocol set by the government no, because of course to control the situation and not parang mas mudaghan pa ang cases no, and worsen the situation, COVID-19 situation in the city and in the region as a whole, in the Philippines. And kinahanglan na gyud na mag-adapt no with the new ways of gathering information, and then that's through social media. Next is network and gaining contacts. This is very important no. Networking gyud na kaning you have your sources no, nga pwede nimo sila ma-call if there's a need to call them, and you have established na your relationship with them, because importante na siya if you decide to become, especially if you decide to become a journalist no, nga na kay contacts to almost industries and mga like sa dili lang sa gobyerno but also to private sectors and the community no. Dili lang pod katong mga leaders ka always, dili lang always mga CEOs ang imong kastorya, but also the normal people and the mga small organizations no, on small organizations in your community. So it's important na makagain kag contacts and network, and we can do that now with social media. So bisan naa pa siya sa laing lugar, you can connect with them, you can establish relationship no through constant na interviews online. So that's also an advantage of social media. Next is through social media we can monitor no, the audience interests, trends, and our competitors. So makabalo mi unsa ang gusto karon sa mga tao no, unsa ang content na ilahang gina-crave or ang content na gusto nila mabasa, makita. And we can check that online, we can monitor that online. So ganahan ba sila nga always COVID-19 stories lang, or nakapoy na sila sa COVID-19 stories? So gusto nila katong mga current issues and our mga showbiz news, mga other na mga trending topics no sa Twitter and other relevant issues. So dira ma-monitor nato ang interest sa audience. Gusto ba sila nga good news, bad news, mga ana nga mga stories. So trends also, so kana makabalot ta kung unsa ang trending online. So we check Twitter, we check Facebook no, kung unsa ang mga what are the things that people, especially netizens, keep on talking and engaging. So kana, so recently no, with the death of Pinoy and other na mga mga previous weeks, mga BTS meals and Jolly Town, Jolly Chicken Towel meal, mga inato, mga hisgutanan about Scotty Thompson and so makita nato na siya online and we create content and write stories about that. And then a competitor, so social media also has this mechanism no and feature na we can see kung how our competitors are doing. So taas silang engagement for today, for this week, so we need to be more and competitive no in the coming days. So kana makita nato ang ilaha kung performance. And of course, the advantage also of social media is interacting with audience because before, 'di ba, you need to write a letter to the editor for to Sunstar in order for your concern to be heard, to be read, no, and kinahanglan mo email. But now with social media, we're just chat away now with our social media platform. So pwede mo nyo i-chat sa Facebook, sa Twitter, i-DM sa Twitter, PM pod sa Instagram, and TikToks and email. So dili na lang kaayo karon if you want to share no na amoy scoop, na amoy story that you want us to investigate or to pursue, and naamoy complaints no about certain issues in our community and interact really. So mas dali na siya ang interaction karon. So we are parang mas ma-feel na ta sa kadaghanan no, mas ma-feel na ta sa atong followers, atong readers na we we relate to them. So that's one also of the advantages of social media. But after if you decide to really pursue content, being a content creator, specifically for media na content no and news or journalism content. So you have to ask yourself this question: what kind of content should you post? No, so unsa mga content, if this is important, if you are still parang deciding on what brand you want to pursue or you want yourself no to become. So travel content baka, inspirational content, sports baka, heavy news baka, and memes or whatever. So unsang content ang imong habang i-post, so that is also para to establish na your brand. And when they think of or mga food vlogs or food critics no ang mga inana and kung asa sila mo kaon in the city, so of course ang imuhang content ana is all about food. So kana you have to decide first unsang content ang imong i-pursue. So that's also for your branding and you know your parang field na i-pursue. So that's important para dili malibog ang imuhang followers kung unsa jud ang imuhang content no as a creator. So first, these are the tasks no involved in social media management and content creation. Know your audience, so you have to relate to them. I-check nimo if ang audience ba nimo more into sports, more on showbiz, more on social issues, and on travel or lifestyle. So you have to know kinsa na sila. So also the age bracket, their interests, which ang ito din ang audience demographics can be checked no sa imuhang social media platforms, sa imuhang insights and insights na feature sa page. If you know, I think siguro na ang uban diri nag-handle na pages no, Facebook pages. So naa didto ang audience demographics, king taga-asa sila and kinsa sila no and their age and interest. So you can check that. And you have to know your audience kung kinsa ang imong gusto i-serve, because that's really our purpose no. Kinsa ba ang gusto i-serve ni Sunstar Davao? So know your audience and relate to them as much as possible no. So that's one way in championing content creation. Next is creating social media schedule. So consistency is key. This is very important, no? And for news organization, really every day good, and not just one post a day, but multiple posts a day. Kay kinahanglan because wala may day gyud no walay news. When I remember when I started no, when I was told na kinahanglan nako magsulat og stories for 3 stories a day. Medyo na shock ko ato pag mag-start pa ko because ano ha, as in na jud ko makuha nga story nga nakadaghan in a day, asa mo ko manguha ana. So that's normal no nga kana maisip nimo nga tulo jud ka stories jud every day, but as you go on with your work and in content creation, ma-realize nimo nga the world will never run out of stories. So naa jud stories no um, that are waiting for you to tell and to share to your audience. So kana in deciding to be a content creator, you have to schedule no kung unsa imong content for Monday, Tuesday, for Friday. And kung dili man news media ang imuhang ano no imuhang page or ang imuhang brand, it's not necessary na everyday ka mag-post yun no, because that's also one way of not bombarding your followers with your content. But what is important if you are consistent. So if Monday kanimong content, um, you have to parang make sure that next Monday na po kay content, so that ang imuhang followers will feel that wala ka nawala no, because daghan kayo og kaning content online no, millions of content every day. And in order to at least cement your presence and make them know that you are online, active online, you have to keep on creating content and schedule it para dili sila malibog. And be consistent in everything that you post and in everything that you do online. So that's why, di ba, mapansin niyo sa mga vloggers, sa mga um, uh, social media personalities and mga content creators online, naagid sila kaning schedule na every Monday kani mag-live ko, every Tuesday na ako'y content na ipalabas. And kana siya, it's also a way na parang atangan pud siya no, aabangan ng mga followers mo and yung yes, followers ng iyong page or ng iyong imuhang brand. So that's important, schedule really. And there are techniques now on how to manage your social media schedule. So there are apps online that you can check and para matabangan ka no, para dili pud ka malibog no, or um dili ka ma-confuse when it comes to scheduling your content online. So that's it. So first, know your audience. Second is create your social media schedule and be consistent. And then after knowing no about what kind of post no nga imuhang kinahanglan i, i, i-create and post online, after knowing na kinahanglan ka mag-schedule og imuhang calendar for your social media activities, and after knowing your audience, another question that you have to answer is, 'di ba, especially sa amo sa Sunstar, our goal really is to inform the community that we serve. And one way really to parang ma-inform sila is really to reach as many people, as many social media users as possible, with especially pagka ng crucial ni siya na information no, especially karon pandemic, daghag mga protocols, daghag mga, there's a lot of mga new rules, guidelines set by the government every now and then. And we feel na in order to lessen the confusion no, and the parang anxiety of people, we want to inform them sa katong mga importante nga detalye. So that's it, how to be shared a lot. So 'di ba, if you nandun na yung content mo, and the challenge now is how to make that content effective in order for people to share it to their friends and their circle of influence. So how to be shared a lot. So kana nga to ang question. So in answering that, um, in answering that question of how to be shared a lot, you have to answer first also this question now: what makes people respond and engage? So you have to know no and be familiar with the behavior of online users no, and ito ang behavior nila keeps on evolving no. The behavior of social media users, the netizens, keeps on evolving every time no. Karon in ano ilang behavior, lahi na po next month, lahi na po next quarter. So that's why it's important that you adapt and you really parang you do not stop no in innovating ways on how to make it how to make your content effective online. So kana ngano ba mag-respond ang tao, ngano mag-engage ang tao sa imong content, what's in it for them, di ba, for your content. So first parang thing to check no, for you to check is focus on the message. So kani siya you can be very good no sa graphics no, and editing, video editing, and you have a very good visuals, captivating and catchy visuals no online, because that's also the make and break also sa social media no, because very visual na ang mga tao, so they do not really care about more no sa kaning sa text. So mas ganahan sila na visual siya, but beyond that no, you have to understand that bisan pag nindot kayo imong visuals, bisan pag nindot kayo kapa kayo imong pagka edit sa imong video content, nindot ang imong graphics, infographics, and then gwapo ang imong host, nindot how ang imong host, how ang imong your parang face of your brand. But if the message is missing, if the quality of the story is not that good, that's dili na anak kanindot, and mawala ang purpose no, and it will not be effective uh, online content. So first, before you consider no, of course it should be coupled talaga, para siyang teamwork no, of visuals and the message and the story. So and even nga kahit pangit ang visuals, kahit dili kay siya inana kanindot, but kung naay content na nindot naay story sa kato nga content na nindot kayo na very maka-relate jud ang mga tao no, and maka trigger silang emotions no, whatever that emotion is, di ba? If you observe the content online na ga viral, dili necessarily nga nindot ang pagka-edit, naiuban na kurog-kurog kayong pag-edit, but katong the story itself no, kay very relatable and worthy of sharing, mag-viral gyapon siya, it will be viral no online and be shared a lot, because naa siya message na captivate ang mga tao, ang netizens. So always remember that story is king, okay? So important na siya nga inyong ma-remember no, as content creator, that the story, the content no, the core really of the content should be the story and not just visuals, because kana siya ang foundation of what a good content is, even dili online, di ba? So kita always kita sa story, kung nindot man ang pagka-execute technically but the story is not good, it will not be effective. Next is emotion. So when we care, we share. So this is also one way no, of why people respond and engage online. Di ba? When we saw a very luoy kaayong na video online and luoy na story, makalagot na story, maka-happy na story, maka-inspire na story, makapungot na story no, makasuya, and kana nga yung mga emotions, it will allow people to share your content. And I hope also when you use this approach no, not wala nimo siya gihimo just to be viral, because I always believe na if the story is good no, and the quality of the story is worth sharing, maano na siya, ma-viral na siya, and without na any effort pa sa imuha no nga i-insert. So emotion really is also key, no? So kung di ba kung makita nato karon nga naman ang trending ang katnang sa ba example for today, like nganong trending ang katong um, hiwalayan nila Scotty and Pau, if you're familiar with the story, because daghay na nasuko no bis I don't know, pero dapat pa maging careful ta because we do not know the whole story, and it's dangerous also to judge, no? Pero kato ang mga emotions sa tao kay nakarelate ang uban, and then somehow na disappoint sila with a player, and kato na ay involve ang emotion. And also katong mga stories about like the KMJS na mga stories, di ba, na ay katong story about the child, no, nga ga ga farming siya, ga araro siya at 10 years old. So that's luoy kayo siya nga story, no, and inspiring also. So and it also parang um features a bigger problem about child labor and katong neglect sa family, no, to children. So gi-share siya sa kadaghanan, no. It went viral, and it had millions of views online, both on our across Facebook and YouTube. Also katong story about katong tao nga pungkol siya, wala siya tiil, but very hardworking siya in Cotabato. We also made a content about that. So gi-share siya sa kadaghanan because naluoy sila sa katong story, no. And there are a lot of stories no nga mag-viral because naluoy ang tao, nasuko ang tao. Nganong man nag-viral tong si I forgot the name, katong police nga giposil niya ang mag-ina. I think last December to siya, no, or January this year. Katong I forgot the name ng official or ng police officer. Di ba, nasuko ang mga tao, the rage of the people, grabe gyud. So grabe pud ang pag-share ato sa mga tao. So naging viral siya online. So that's the power of emotion, no? Appeal to emotion. Next is social proof. So sometimes kahit na wala kay to gina-practice sa uban, no, they're not familiar with this certain group, with this they're new to this issue, new to this opinion, pero because they think that it will make their parang appearance or ilahang personality online as smart, as cool, savvy. Parang proof siya ba nga, oy, I'm in, no? So pasok ako sa mga trends karon, and I have a say to something. So it's also one way nga nung gina-share siya sa mga tao, social proof. So, 'di ba ang uban bisan parang naki-ride na lang sa trends, naki-ride na lang sa mga in thing of today because kanang gusto nila ma-belong in a community wherein they are seen as smart, cool, or savvy. So that's also one way of why people share online. So it makes sense, no, and this has a good and bad side because ang bad side ana niya is you are not being genuine, no, and authentic sa imong sarili, and you are faking it. But ang good side po niya, if especially if kanang mga informative jud na information, and like mga infographics, no, nga can help also, no, imuhang circle of influence na makatabang sa imong families, like na ay mga ano good na ay mga announcement, something about in your community, pero you as a sharer kay wala gud ka naga-believe kayo ato, and wala kay nimo gibasa, you did not go through really it carefully, no, and deeply, pero you think nga ano pod mag-look ka as smart or parang cool in sharing it. So kana lang pod ang iyang positive impact. sa kaning part on why people respond and engage online. Next is practical value. Ito, if your content is useful, people will spread the word again. So kana if mga how-tos, mga listicles no, or kanang four things to know about Davao City, or to four reasons why you should enroll in HCDC, kana siya, and how to spot fake news, how to mga how-tos in life, no. Practical value, that's also one way why people spread the word and share your content, because they think that it's useful and it can be beneficial to their family and friends and to their followers. So in order to also to be shared online, and to engage no, and to be effective, kinahanglan po mo to take this into consideration na your content should be useful, and not just for kanang wala lang, for nonsense lang na content. So it's always good that you put out or you create a content that is useful to the community that you're trying to serve, or to the audience that you're trying to serve. So kana practical value. So again, recap: practical value, social proof, emotion, and focus on the message. These are four things why people share online. And there are a lot also, daghan pag mga reasons no nga nung gina-share sa mga tao. But these four ang parang common among netizens. So this is the look of our Facebook page sa Sunstar Davao. And ito din na siya updated, but we're now nearing 700,000 followers. So parang January pa man gud ni siya nga na data. This is our performance. So makita ninyo ang reach. Now we reach 20 million, engagement 7 million. So that's how we perform no as a content provider online. So we also have, of course, no, we do not settle for Facebook. We have to diversify no our presence. No, this is also not updated na, pero yun, it's important that you do not put your, di ba, your all of your eggs in one basket. So kinahanglan nga napod kay present sa other social media platforms, in order for your audience, your followers, to feel na they can access you and access information no, whenever they are online. So we have Instagram, we have Twitter, di na pa siya updated, and YouTube, and we have TikTok, di na pa siya updated, lahi ng look. And recently, very active me on TikTok, because we saw an opportunity there to also reach our audience. So if you want to, ano, to how to get content online, news content and features TikTok, you can follow us. So that's it for our online presence. So there may be a drop in print, but people are in a constant again. So we recognize the fact. No, it's also important that recognition and acknowledging the situation, in order for us to move on and to move forward and be more as a content provider. So there may be a drop in print circulation, but people are in a constant lookout for quality content. So that's where we come in. That's what keeps us going, because bisan pag wala na sila gabasa sa newspaper, but people are still in a constant lookout no, and they wanted to still consume content na quality online. So that's why we come active online also. So what we are doing, so we experimented with new media to deliver stories. So before, if hard news stories lang sa atong newspaper, but now we have videos, photos, infographics. I'll show later the samples, no. But these samples are outdated na siya, dili siya ang pinaka current na look or layout sa among mga infographics, but relatively I mean siguro mga late last year lang ni siya, because it's important also nga you keep on changing your visuals online, kay magsawa man gud ang mga tao, ang mga netizens. So di ba, grabe kay ang mga tao magsawa ra dayon. So kana siya dali lang sila manggod masumol og mga content. So that's why it's important that you keep on evolving, innovating, and creating new content jud para sa ilaha. And it's also a challenge no to be more creative and to challenge yourself no to extract those creative juices. So muna siya ang mga so aside sa mga news stories, we make news cards, we call it news cards or news pub mats no, out of mga long stories or mga hard news article. So mga pre-pandemic pa ni siya ng mga samples guys. And then here, mga infographics. There. Kana siya. Photos also important because again, photojournalism. So wala dili gyapon siya mawala. So before if i-print lang namo siya karon we also post these photos online and some of these went viral like this one grabe kay mo nag super science si kuya nga gihilot no o na-miss na nako ang Rojas. Na-miss na pod ba ninyo ang Rojas sa mga taga Davao dira di ba? So karon wala pa because of the pandemic and I hope na nga makabalik na siya soon when everything is okay pero siguro dugay-dugay pa siya. Also we come up with different segments no online, mga feature videos, mga feature stories, mga segments online. So these are kani siya mga pre-pandemic no and award-winning segments ni siya sa Sunstar Davao. But some for now we put this on hold because of the ongoing pandemic and create another set of segments no online. Sunstar Dasig. So it's a story, mga inspiring stories about Davaoenos. Sunstar Focus, Best of Davao. I don't know if you're familiar with all this but nanay ni siya no sa amuang online platforms. Some of these are na-retain for karong pandemic and some are put on hold and we introduce another set which i-share po na ako later. Oh, that's me. So not may newscast no. The team Sunstar Us. So kani siya one of the most engaging na na seg or na content sa Sunstar. No? We ask people about their opinions on certain topics and current events no. Like this one. So we ask them to react. Sorry. Kana pag mga mahini ang internet, grabe po mga tao maka-react na po no. I don't know nga hini mo ta internet pero grabe po sila maka-comment siguro sa data. Ayun. So kana we also we try to not keep our content na super serious always no because also we want to bring a breather to everyone especially katong pandemic na mag-create po mga memes online for as long as we categorize it or muna kami hashtag na Sunstar memes because it's a way nga basin ang good pod maingon na sa uban na puros naman ang memes si Sunstar so it's always good to categorize it no nga kani siya sa Sunstar hashtag Sunstar News, Sunstar Feature, Sunstar Eats, Sunstar Travel and para makabalo sila unsa to nga content Sunstar Entertainment ganon. So that's way of relating to our followers. This also I am proud of this one mga convo series naman. It's also an award-winning segment sa Sunstar. So it's a convo na about explaining mga protocols no especially katong early days of pandemic no of the lockdown kay daghan kayo mga nangalibog ato so we try to simplify the information and then inject some humor naman humor on in it para mas engaging siya at mas masabtan sa mga tao. So after 3 years of experimenting, the team not only needed to change its mindset, but also how it produces and delivers stories. So I'll share also ang kaning current na mga mga platform ni Sunstar, or I mean segments. So we have regular and unregular. So of course, News Beats tonight. It's a newscast, no, online newscast. Um, para siyang yes, online newscast ng news program every weeknight. Ask Attorney Mig is an online legal advice program. Now we have Historiata online talk show where we invite experts to shed light on different topics. Beshes and Uncle, this is very kanang makamasa ni siya. So parang chika-chika lang na sila sa mga host, and good vibes lang na platform or na program. We also have 20 something where we also discuss about adulting life. So bagay ni sa inyo if you are 20 something na, amo 20 something na ba, pero 18 pa man ata mo, no? And we have Talking Heads. It's a hard live news and lifestyle interviews where we invite mga officers, officials, government officials, shakers and movers in the industry, in the community, and also itong mga celebrities. We have Grand Chat, Sansar Eats, plus and Special, Best of Davao. So muna siya ang current na mga programs ni Sunstar, no? And going back to my presentation, where is it? Ayan, so okay, so yun, it's a constant experimentation, or really, no, on what content we put out there in the open, no, and what content among gina-create ang maging effective and kung saan really effective. So always na siya, no, ga-evolve, and we keep on innovating, no, in order to be relevant and in order for our followers to know nga we wanted to give them quality content, and as well as inform and educate and entertain them. So of course, in doing content creation, no, you have to be accountable in your works. Of course, dili ta perfect, no. Of course, answer Davao daghan may mga post na um, na we put an erratum because it's either mali ang giingon sa source, so naging misinformation siya, or naay lapses din, no, with the data na gina-provide, because but we always strive not to verify everything that we post online, and everything that we print, no, and dapat ang among sources are the reputation and the integrity of our sources is intact, no, and that's way of being accountable. Kung naay mali, we have to own it and do something about it. One way of um, owning your mistake is one thing, but doing something about it is another thing. So dili lang enough na nga i-own mong oy na mali bitaw mi, mali yun kay ito among gi-post. So in what we mean by being accountable is also doing something about what you posted wrong. So kana we post an erratum in order para that's a protocol, no, along dugin na siya na protocol in journalism, na when you print or broadcast erroneously or naimali something, whatever it is, no, either, whether mali nimo or whether mali sa imong source, you have to release an erratum in order for you to own your mistake, and para mahibalan sa tao nga mali itong information na imong na-post. So that's the sample, dugin na ni siya. So kana we encourage everyone na when you decide to become a content creator, maging mag-write mo og content online, create mo og videos or whatever content you that you decide as a imuhang strength as an artist, as a creative, as a student. You have to be accountable always. So para pod maiwasan na always ka mag-own sa imong mistake and magsige og release og erratum, because that's also not good sa imong reputation. Kung magsige na lang ka og say sorry kay mali imong gi-post and fake news to siya and misinformation to siya. So you always strive no to respect the process of verification and always go through gatekeeping. Check always. That's why you have to fact check no your stories and your sources first, and know nga katong unsa man ang imuhang content na gi-provide is true, or at least na kay basis ato, na ay kay reliable source on that specific content in order for you to claim nga what you posted is reliable and dili siya atik-atik, dili siya nonsense, dili siya yaga-yaga. So you have to kana in order to lessen your mistakes. Verification always is important. It's not dili always kinahanglan na ikaw ang pinakauna mag-post, especially if you're a news organization. Um, Important is what you posted is verified and it's factual. And pero kung mahimo nimo nga ikaw pinakauna and verified siya and factual, which is what we are always trying to strive no sa Sansar Davao, the better. But if you have to choose, better choose na maging verified ka and maging factual than being first. Okay? And to wrap up the discussion, no, you have to remember always that karon if you decide to be a content creator online, no, maging vlogger ka, maging ang reporter ka online, multimedia journalist ka, maging um, photo content creator ka online or whatever, kung unsa man ang sa in today's age and time, no, kung unsa man ang in the moment for this year or for the next 5 years, you have to understand that the medium will always change. So it might be karon in ang pagiging online, no, ang pagiging online creator, but we do not know that the next 10 years mobalik ang glory days of print or ng TV or ng radio, because people will get tired of social media and they will scrap everything and go back to traditional. We do not know that. So you have to know ang behavior sa tao and the medium will always change. The medium of communication will always change kung unsa ang but the discipline will always remain. So that's why we have to inculcate always in our minds, in our hearts, no nga, ang discipline due of verification, discipline of journalism, and discipline of being kato ang imuhang social media ethics should remain always, so in order to be relevant and effective in whatever medium you engage or in whatever medium you are trying to penetrate. So kana wala to kabalo nga na lahi na platform na ma-introduce in the next few years na mas advanced pa sa social media. So kana, pero ang one thing that will remain always is ang discipline. When you become if you decide to be a storyteller, if you decide to be a content creator, so kana siya discipline of verification. So focus on journalism, focus on content creation, not on the medium. Of course kinahanglan nimo mahibala ng nitty-gritties and the the technicalities, no, of the medium that you're trying to penetrate, you're trying to use, but always ayaw i-sacrifice ang pag-focus nimo no sa on journalism and the discipline of creating content online or creating content in whatever platform, no, online or offline. So people will always want to read, hear, or listen and watch to a true quality story, and that will always remain, and that is proven, no, even before pa stone ages pa. So always jud ang tao jud, no, always looking for story, for content na they can relate, they can draw inspiration, they can draw um, whatever unsa ilahang makuha out of that story. So kana if you decide to be a storyteller, always practice the discipline, because that makes us um, stand out in a crowd of social media users. Diba? In a world where everyone karon in a world where everyone now has a medium to inform and communicate, whether what is being passed around is true or not, the journalist finds his relevance. So kana diba kita tanan diri sa Zoom, we have our own circle of influence. We have the power no of social media. We can use our social media contents, and who knows ang atong i-post will be of viral nature, no, and maging viral, or it will be shared a lot by our followers, our family and friends, and their friends of your family and friends. And kana siya, we have really the power a click away, no, na atay capacity na to inform and communicate. But ang relevance of journalist, or relevant of kaning uh, true content creators no nga very naa sila discipline na gina-follow, not just trying to always post everything kay kung bisan unsa-unsa lang, is ang natay process no, natay verification, natay discipline, and we always strive to be authentic and to be truthful, factual, and objective in everything that we post online. So that's where we find our relevance, no, especially sa mga journalists and content creators. So kana siya ang ato always remember if we decide to be a journalist and a content creator. So that's it for my talk. Mahapit na ang ano no ang noon time. So for more information, you can follow us sa ang Sanser Davao, and nami also Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and our website. It's www.sanser.com.ph/Davao. And if you want to know more about, or if you have questions no nga wala na ako na mention, wala na ako na tackle in our discussion for today, you can contact me, no, connect with me online. I'm at Ace Junrel everywhere. So sa Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope na minaw mo, and I hope that you get something about my discussion. And the challenge now is for you to create content ng effective and objective and factual. So that's it for my discussion for today. Daghang salamat sa tanan, and back to you, Jem.
All right, thank you so
Napag-take
much. That's our resource speaker tackling about social media content writing, Mr. Ace Junrel Perez. All right, so if you have questions, please feel free to comment sa atong chat box addressed to Sir Ace. Any questions, guys?
Medyo dugay-dugay to kung ano ba kay na lowbat na gud ang ako ang ring light. But anyway, I hope na
But
wala
very informative good siya, Ace. Thank you so much for sharing that. Especially sa atong mga communication students.
Communicators,
Yes.
the future of journalism and the future of content creation.
That's the importance of social media creation, or when you are making your posts. Dili lang gid ka ng shotaka or pataka lang gid no. So nagid siya, yes, nagid na siya rules to follow and guidelines to follow. Any questions? Okay, from James Brian Bandilio, thank you, Sir Ace. I've learned a lot from your discussion. That's good to know. Some more questions before. Yes. All right, while waiting for our questions, Arise and Sing, the search for the next Davao City's Rising Star Senior High School audition is ongoing. So you'll get the chance to win 10,000 pesos cash. Great, natin question Ace from Carol Faye. Yes, how would you overcome and handle fake news?
Unsa man ni as a person, unsa man niyang question to or as Sunstar Davao siguro if I had kani we're victims of fake news no just as to share experience sa Sunstar Davao kaning we have this parang layout no nga Sunstar talking heads of Mayor Sara or President Duterte or whoever nga official, and then people are trying to recreate it, use our layout no, and edit ang katong text no or ang quote ni Mayor Sara, and ang ilahang quote na ibutang is not factual no, katong himo-himo nila to create fear, to misinform public, and that's really sad no nga ang naadyo mga tao no na ay grupo and na individuals that would do that and go that way no, para lang maging viral ang ilahang content, para lang ma-share, so para lang mapansin sila. So kana siya, we always call out their attentions no, and even mga barangay mga barangay sila sa Davao nag imo nila na nga ilahang siguro dili to siya gid ang decision of the whole barangay, siguro ang ilaha lang admin, isa ka admin dito ay nagbuot-buot. So pero nag-reflect siya sa whole barangay. So what we did is we call the attention of the barangay no, and kana gi-flag down man pud nila and ilahang gi-delete. And ang danger lang is kato siya wala ta kabalo screenshot na siya and gi-share na siya sa messenger sa mga tao, and we have no control na over that. So what amo lang giingon is we post uh, something no in our official Facebook page and official platforms na this content is not true, this is fake news, and this i-compare na mo siya sa amo ang tinuod na PubMat or publication material or SOCMED card. And that's it. And also how we handle, that's how we handle fake news no, and overcome about it. And also there are ways no para maging kamo to everyone no, just a little bit of parang share lang ko about fake news really. Wala tay control over the people na purveyors to the fake news or this disinformation and misinformation, because particular disinformation, ang disinformation man god is kanang gituyo gyud niya nga mag-disinform or maghatag og fake information sa public. So mag-edit gid sila og something about that, and we have no control over them, and naatay laws about that, pero implementation of kana nga mga laws is not effective pa kaayo as of the moment no, as kay maglisod pa pud sila og track down at kung mga purveyors of fake news. But what we can do as netizens no, as social media users is we educate ourselves na we familiarize kung unsa tong mga steps dapat no on how to spot fake news. Because if we as a nation no, as content as online users kabalutan no, and we educate ourselves to discern kani siya fake news ni siya, kani siya dili, kung if whatever we see and online no, it's not always true, dili tanan tinuod. So kana siya always ang imuhang i-keep in mind na kapag naamoy makita ang content na very medyo ano siya, malicious siya and medyo dili man siguro ni tinuod, so always ask kung tinuod ba ni siya, always verify kung giingon ba to siya sa mga respectable and naay reputation na mga news organization or mga official Facebook page sa mga agencies, government agencies or groups kung gikan ba gyud nga statement sa ilaha. So always cross check. So nasa ato because dili maglaganap ang fake news if we as consumers sa content kay kabalo ta how to know nga ay fake news na siya, so di na ko ni siya i-share, and ako ang i-chat ang ako ang friend nga nag-share ani nga uy fake news na, i-delete na imong pag-share, i-delete na imong post kay dili na siya maayo. So that's also one way not to end misinformation and disinformation.
Yes, thank you so much for that answer, Ace. I hope na-address ang question. Very good question gid siya kay laganap bitaw na fake news. That's very common. All right, so don't forget also to click the evaluation link sa atong chat box for you to get the e-certificate. We will be giving e-certificates sa atong participants once nahuman na mo sa evaluation link or sa evaluation form. All right, thank you so much po as per Carol Faye. And yes, you're welcome. Yes. Some other questions pa. I think we can have 2 to 3 questions para before we end anything. Alright.
May
So,
questions?
napabay questions ta? Comment down lang. I hope that's very clear, no? Detailed kaayo ang gi-present ni Ace sa ato regarding social media content writing. And that's the rule sa ato if you want to be a media practitioner like Ace. Kung na-inspire mo, enroll na mo sa Bachelor of Arts in
Yes.
Communication. Enroll now and shape your future with us. Okay, don't forget to sign up sa atong student portal http://studentportal.hcdc.edu.ph. Alright, some more? Napa ba?
Kuan na daw sila, gutom na sila.
Yeah, I guess so. Hapit na ngudto.
It
Gamay na
wants
lang
to
yun, guys.
be part
Yes.
of the community. Oo.
Yes, that's true. World class gid kaayo, state of the art po ang atong mga gamit dinhi. So we produce also graduates gyud na very competitive gyud sa ato ang outside world. Kay dili lang gyud siya pang Davao, dili lang pud siya pang national but also international po. Not only sa kanina program sa Husukom but also to other programs as well. Daghan kay ta graduates gyud na nag-excel internationally. Can't be reached po yung evaluation form link. Please, ano na lang, nai-send diri si Ma'am Frizzy daog na another form of link for you to click in and also to have your evaluation form. Alright, some more? Alright, so don't forget also guys, enrollment is ongoing. Shape your future and ready your future with us. So http://studentportal.hcdc.edu.ph. And also, I would like to share not only si Ace lang ang ato ang successful media practitioner na naa sa Sunstar, but also to other media outlets as well, no? Dagan gid kaayo, like dili lang ka batch namo but also mga younger batches as well, ang mga older batches na nanging successful na gyud. So enroll now guys and be excited sa kung unsay mahitabo dinhi gyud sa Holy Cross.
Be ready for the future.
Yes, ready for the future gyud. Bao nga tong tagline. Alright, some more pa, napa ba?
James Bryan.
Yes, there you go. Naatay another link for the evaluation form sa karong adlaw. And also guys, I will see you again on Monday. Am I right, Ma'am Prizzy? Naapot tayo another topic to be discussed this Monday. So, and also to the rest of the days next week. Stay tuned and also don't forget to like and subscribe our official Facebook page, The Holy Cross of Davao College, and also Sunstar Davao as well. For you to be informed sa kung sa'yo nahitabo sa palibot. Okay, I guess wala na tayo questions, Ace, no? Daghang salamat gyud sa imo, Ace, for sharing your insights gyud. And for now, I would like to invite the presence of our program head sa Bachelor of Arts, Ma'am Rudeline Damarit, for her closing remarks. Ma'am, good morning po once again.
Good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning, everyone. It's actually noon time, no? First and foremost, I would like to express my appreciation to our resource speaker, Mr. Ace Perez, for his time and very substantial sharing of his expertise on social media. My deepest gratitude also goes to all who attended this webinar, though you're just very few, but I know you are also interested to enroll in our course. So students coming from different schools and those who helped to make this activity possible. I thank especially the Office of Social Communication for facilitating, headed by Mr. Dirk Mais, Miss Quizzy, Jemima, Sir Maki. Thank you very much. I hope you have learned a lot from this webinar and this helps you to see the importance of social media and how to use it responsibly. Okay? There are still many things that you get to learn when you pursue the course of BA Communication. Mr. Ace Perez is a Holy Crossian and a graduate of mass communication. Now it is BA Communication with 3 specializations: New Media Studies, Social Communication, and Journalism and Broadcasting. If you see yourself in any of this area of specialization, enroll with us, and our curriculum is designed to equip students with the necessary skills and competencies ready for the future. That will offer you a lot of opportunities, not only a very interesting job, comprehensive linkages, wider perspective about social issues, but the chance to use the power of media to influence and inculcate values, which makes a Holy Crossian different from other graduates of other schools. So thank you for joining, and may you encourage your friends to be part of the Holy Crossian family. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Rudeline Demarin, as she is our program head sa Bachelor of Arts here at Holy Cross of Davao College. And also our utmost thanks to our dear speaker for today, our resource speaker, Mr. Ace Junrel Perez, sa pag-share sa insights and knowledge regarding social media content writing. All right, there you go. Here at Holy Cross of Davao College, we value everyone's efforts and commitment and nurture it through perfect blend of the traditional as well as contemporary ways and means for the comprehensive development of their individuality. This ensures that the community is benefited with the well-equipped, selfless servant leaders who can significantly contribute to the society. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our very first HCDC webinar series, week 4, day 4 of war. So next week, makita-kita na punta ha for another interesting topic po. Daghan patag topics na ma-discuss din guys, dili lang sa kani na time. Alright, so there you go. We appreciate you taking time of your busy schedules to join us today. Again, it's our pleasure to be here with you today. And of course, my greatest pleasure to be your host for today's webinar series and to the rest of the webinar series. Together with me is our technical assistant and promotions assistant all the way from Panabo City work from home setup, Miss Crazy Joyce Daug Daug. Thank you, ma'am, for organizing this also. And I am your host. My name is Jemima Kagoko, your alumni affairs assistant from Center for Social Communications, Alumni and Linkages. Greeting you all. Stay safe, God bless, and have a good day. Arise. Hail, Holy Cross. God bless us all, guys, and see you next week. Bye.
Feeling stuck and you have no one to talk to? Are you alive, but you feel like you're not living at all? Maayong adlaw! Welcome to Pataon. Here in Pataon, we capture live moments, memories, and we virtually exhibit the beauty hidden in plain sight. The coronavirus pandemic has changed the way we connect and communicate. Despite a very difficult situation, we endeavor to continue with our lives and not let our time be put into waste. Because of it, we had to look for alternatives for the communication ways we all get used to in order to move forward, in order to advance. During our new normal life, face-to-face interactions have been limited. Our media and technology usage heightened and became a primary way of communicating for different purposes. Now, take a glimpse on how communication helps us advance during this time of pandemic. Let's begin with We Communicate to Learn. With tools and resources available, students shift to online learning modality. Employees, on the other hand, adapt a work-from-home setup. We communicate to socialize and keep in touch. Individuals make use of their social media accounts to connect with their family, friends, and loved ones. People exchange messages and conversations through various virtual platforms and popular social networking sites, may it be for personal or for business purposes. We communicate to inform. With the help of television or different online streaming platforms, it's easier for us to get access